If you've ever flown on an airplane at night, you may have noticed something curious. Just before takeoff or shortly before landing, the cabin lights suddenly dim or turn off completely. At first glance, it might seem like a small or even strange detail. But in reality, this simple procedure plays an important role in aviation safety. The main reason airlines dim the cabin lights during takeoff and landing is to help passengers' eyes adjust to the lighting conditions outside the aircraft. Human eyes take time to adapt to darkness, sometimes up to 30 minutes. If an emergency were to occur during takeoff or landing at night, passengers might suddenly need to evacuate into a dark environment outside the aircraft. By dimming the cabin lights ahead of time, passengers' eyes become better adapted to the darkness, allowing them to see more clearly if they need to exit the plane quickly. Takeoff and landing are considered the most critical phases of any flight. Statistically, most aviation incidents happen during these moments when the aircraft is closest to the ground and maneuvering at lower speeds. Because of this, airlines prepare passengers and crew for the possibility, however unlikely, of a rapid evacuation. Another reason for dimming the lights is to improve visibility of emergency guidance systems inside the cabin. Modern aircraft are equipped with floor-level lighting strips that lead passengers toward the exits. These illuminated paths become much more visible when the cabin lighting is lowered. In an emergency situation where smoke may fill the cabin, passengers may need to crawl along the floor to reach the exits. The glowing pathway lights help guide them safely out of the aircraft. Lower lighting also allows flight attendants to better observe conditions outside the plane. Bright cabin lights can create reflections on the windows, making it difficult to see what is happening outside the aircraft. By dimming the lights, the cabin crew can more easily check for potential hazards such as fire, smoke, debris, or water near the aircraft before opening emergency exits. You may also notice another safety practice during these phases of flight. Passengers are often asked to open their window shades before takeoff and landing. This allows both crew members and passengers seated near windows to see outside the aircraft if something unusual happens. Being able to quickly assess the situation outside the plane helps the crew decide which exits are safest to use during an evacuation. These procedures may seem small, but they are part of a carefully designed system that aviation authorities and airlines around the world use to maximize passenger safety. Modern commercial aviation is already one of the safest forms of transportation, and many of its safety procedures are built around preparing for extremely rare situations. So the next time you notice the cabin lights dimming as your plane prepares to take off or land, remember that it's not just about comfort or mood lighting. It's a carefully planned safety measure designed to protect passengers and help everyone see clearly in case of an emergency. If you enjoy learning about how aviation works and discovering the fascinating details behind air travel, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Boarding Gate 28 for more stories about airplanes, airports, and the world of global travel.